Oh shit, here we go again.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit, here we go again.
What up? It's your man, I Make My Beats, live from, can I even talk right now? Live from, it's been a wild morning, y'all. It's your man, I Make My Beats. I'm live from outer space, an unapologetic studio. I know you not. Big shout out to everybody in the studio today. We got a cast. We missing C Mage right now. He's abroad somewhere in Yemen, I believe. But we got the cast here today. My name is I Make Mad Beats. Behind me is my cast.
Yeah. LJ1S.
Unique, period.
Kid Maestro.
All right.
Man. Yeah, so, as always, we got some interesting topics for today. LJ, what we talking about?
Yeah, man. Of course, we got to do the Midnight Marauder recap.
Oh, yeah, we do have to recap that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Midnight. All right. I don't know what was up with that.
Jeez! Oh my, we got a recap. Yo, what?
It's going to be a great one. Yeah, so it's going to be a great one, man. Again, we have Midnight Marauder. We're going to be talking, mainstream music, more specifically the women of the industry right now.
Yeah.
Man, trying to get
And, as a machine user myself, we're going to talk about this update. I've been kind of pushing it off for a while. But yeah, we're going to talk about, the update. And of course, it's holiday seasons. We got deals. Season. We got deals. Deals on deals on deals. So we're going to get into that as well.
That's how you see it.
Okay. Wow. Being the host of Midnight Marauder, man, I feel like you should, kick that up.
Man, it was a wonderful night. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I appreciate it. It was a wonderful night. For real, for real. I appreciate everybody that came out, man. Shout out to the creativity. We had our first female producer come out.
Fire.
Shout out to Window. Yes. You won with that, period. But yeah,
I
it
missed
was.
that. Shout out Window for sure.
Come on, for real, because she
kicked it off
came
crazy.
different. Like
it was-
I didn't like. She
kicked
was
it
the
off.
only one that came different out of the whole, out of that whole section. Like, damn. Whew.
Shout
But
out
yes.
Window be in the Discord too.
No,
dropping tracks
girl,
in
like, and my bad, y'all, for not, being as active. I have about like 50 million other social media sites that I do run through in the hours of time that I spend on it. But I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for real, for real.
You talking about Discord?
Discord, yes.
Big shout out to the Discord. If you don't,
Shout out.
if you don't know what we talking about,
Period.
get the Unapologetic World app.
Get
Go
that.
to the Midnight Marauder section, and in there you can find our Discord, where you can get a link directly to log in and share music with us, share thoughts with us. Yeah, and big shout out to Window, who previously shared in the Discord and then came through to
check
Midnight
it out.
Marauder and continued to share. Big shout out.
Period.
Yeah.
It was dope, man. She had the I don't know what the app was. I think it was Virtual DJ.
Yo, when
that's
I
what she
looked,
was up
bro,
there.
she was killing it, for
Yeah,
real,
yeah,
for
yeah. It
real.
was crazy.
Like nobody has come like that yet. And shout out to you for setting that. Damn.
Now we had-
Shout out
the
to
last
you
one,
for
we had
setting
some-
the tone.
We had some folks come through with some.
Not on their phone.
Nah, the folks came through a whole beat machine.
Man.
Yeah, but I'm saying she's the only one that used what she had to make shit happen. You know what I'm saying? That she probably don't have a beat machine at home or whatnot. And shout out to like learning your machine. Did I say something else bad? Like I'm trying to catch myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
And
you kind of stressed out right now. You don't know what's going on.
I'm walking on eggshells like a motherfucker, period. But no, for real though, like all the pressure was on me that night, like for real, because like I had never been, in a position like that before. Like I had been accompanied by I Make Mad Beats the last time, so like all the shit was on me to handle my role and my role only. Everybody else had theirs. They were focused. I remember going to Kid a couple times and he was like, "What?" Like, man, his facial expressions make you just want to, all right, bro, I got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just go figure it out.
Kid
You
known
know?
for that.
And it was that, like,
Yeah, known for that.
I was like, it's that on that. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate that because it made me stay on my shit that whole night. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate everybody and the roles they play. Shout out to Aaron James. Like, Aaron James be handling that shit. Like, you never know what role Aaron James will play, but if you see him standing in the room, know he means business, okay? Shout out to the garments team for holding the table down with all the unapologetic garments, the Mad Black Coffee. Shout out to Coffee Black for coming through with those, them drinks.
But one of them jumps was strong.
Bro, all of them junks was strong.
Hey, but no, once it like mixed together, that's
Yeah, it was nice. And you know what I'm saying? I don't drink coffee, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to that because I actually took, stepped out of my comfort zone to taste that drink. And it was fire.
Yeah, bro. I was very.
And the food,
Hey,
like,
Lost Vegan?
I was ready
Yeah.
I was ready to fight over some plates up in there before I got my own. Yo, shout out to the Lost Vegan Food Company.
Yeah.
You guys have changed
Coldway,
the game.
what up?
Coldway,
Man,
bro.
shout out to Coldway, man. You have changed the way I think about vegan food, and I appreciate you, bro. Shout out to being unapologetic with the way you serve, with the way you handle your shit.
And he was in the open ox, man.
Yeah.
Period.
Killed it.
Cooking and
Right,
making
so
beats,
fire,
cooking and
yeah.
cooking. That
It
nigga
was
was
fire.
cooking.
It was fire.
The whole night cooking.
It
Period.
was fire. It was fire.
Period.
Bro, nah.
Shout out.
I think I still need to hear the story. Hear him tell how he came up with the taco burger, bro. Cause
Man.
Taco
Shout out to
Bell was
S&M
fire.
Audio for always providing the Damn, y'all.
Setup that just got there.
Oh,
Hey, yo, I wonder how he came up with it. Hey, yo, shout out SM Audio, fam.
hit me with
Know
the
what
combo. No.
We not talking about that. You know what I
no, real the guy who gave us all the props or
Oh,
whatnot.
Harvard audience.
mean? Harvard Audio.
Damn.
Yeah, bro.
Man, what's going on today? Hey, yo, big.
Oh, no, I hope I didn't say that. Yay. brother.
God.
We appreciate you for real, for real.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna pause. Yo, big shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Damn. Big shout out to everybody watching. You know what I mean? We live on Facebook, IG. You know what I'm saying? Twitch, of course. Big shout out to everybody watching everywhere you can watch. YouTube, of course. We got a few comments on the Facebook feed. Yo, relax. Big shout out to Infinity. She says them drinks were fire and snuck up on me.
Period. I'm telling you.
Hey, that rainwater. Thanks, Coldway. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Coldway.
Coldway went crazy.
My cousin, my man Tamar. What's up, family? My man said my cousin is the GOAT. If you didn't know, now you know. Shout out to I Make Mad Beats. Yo, that's love, man.
Period.
Thank you, Tamar, man. I got to get up to Canada at some point, you know what I mean?
Come on.
And I don't know, man. I got a pretty international family, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's lit.
I got people everywhere. But big shout out to Tamar, man. One of the first, we was officially the little cousin clique, you know what I'm saying? We was the young G's in the crew. And shout out to Tamar, man, for sure, man. Infinity said the food was fire. Marie says, ha, 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 ha. The hand over the face.
Shout out to that.
Yeah.
The performances was crazy too.
Nah, for real, for real.
Elo and Mad Beats.
Bro.
Man, y'all, why y'all take my spot? I wanted to say that. Like,
That's how you about to call this nigga. I don't know what you was gonna say, bro. Ellie, shout out to Elio.
Like what?
You know what I'm saying? And
More beats.
I Makeda Beats.
Big shout out Makita's Cookies, man. Yeah.
I see how y'all feeling today. It's alright.
That's crazy. More beats is wild. More beats, fam. Yo, that's a good one. I've heard a lot of them. I've been doing it for mad years. More beats is a new one, fam. That's a new one. That's original. You know what I mean?
My God.
I respect that.
Hey, supposed to Shangri-La pulled up.
No,
Yeah.
for real. Shangri-La, for
Big
real.
shout out
for real.
Shangri-La. Big shout out
out.
John Miller.
Shout out to Mosh as a whole for even allowing us to have that beautiful space to, have that
Pink Palace.
dope ass performance in. Shout out to my niggas Elo and I Make Mad Beats for killing that shit. Period.
Yeah, respect. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
Shout out to Nikita for holding the door down every fucking time. Period. Shout out to her for hooking
Nikita
up
had
the
mad
green
shit
room
though.
every
She do a
time.
lot, yeah.
Like
Nikita
for
do.
real, Nikita is another Aaron James. You don't know why she's there, but you know she mean business. You know she mean business
We
when
give
she
her,
in the
you got
building.
the floor every type beat. Hey, yo, this is official coming from I Make Mad Beats. Yo,
Period.
I think we letting unique hosts from now on, fam.
Period.
I gotta teach you how to use this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sit back there and we gonna make you the main attraction. This is phenomenal. Like, you know what I mean? I know my place. I know when I ain't needed no more. You know what I'm saying? It's time for me to be out. We got new talent emerging. You know what I'm saying? We good.
Man said to make more beats.
What the fuck you doing? But you doing
She
something.
doing it. You feel me? Period.
Let's go, unique. I love the energy. Let's go. Merry Christmas to you and your, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
Hold on.
come on.
Running
You know what I'm
around
saying?
in people's way, but you know you're doing something to
You feel me?
We don't know what the fuck she even doing here. I don't even know. But, it's going down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just know she working.
Period. Every time.
Oh my God.
Every time.
She here for something. And I appreciate it.
For real.
All is welcome.
Might catch your tie in your shoes.
Come on down, get a plate.
But shout out Nikita.
Man. My nigga. Period.
No,
Period.
Yeah, it's official, yo. I'm gonna teach you the ways of Streamlab. And we
Okay.
gonna be straight.
Go get out here. But no, I think this was the second event
Yeah.
for me, Marauder, man. I think I see the growth. It was pretty cool. I think I missed, even though I was there, I missed a lot of the performances just because I was so locked in, trying to make sure the sound and stuff was right.
they helped the sound.
Man, my nigga.
People was talking to me, people was like, bro, I was talking to you all night. You was killing it, though. I'm like, bro, I ain't hear none of
He
y'all
ain't here.
niggas.
No, for real though. But that's
Yeah,
that's what knowing your role and playing that role well means. You feel me? You was locked in. You be locked in every time. Period.
That's, bro.
Hell yeah, man. One more time, man. Big shout out to Tamar. He said, shout out to the entire Unapologetic team.
Yeah.
And the fans repping and supporting. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Always,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Hey, Tamar, bro. I miss you, man. We got to connect at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's been way too long. I ain't seen Tamar in too long, bro. We got to connect.
Bro, it's kind of wild that we actually did these two back-to-back.
Yeah.
So first of all,
That's wild. It is wild.
like I'm just on one area, like we have a regular event. Like we've been having this idea for so long, and
Man,
it's just crazy we'd have done it twice.
More
this
years.
year.
Yeah.
Like more years, exactly. More years.
No longer mad.
No more mad. More. Man.
Yo, more coffee.
More black.
More black.
More black. Period.
Yeah, bro. And then so we executed, and I don't know. It's just wild. This shit takes a lot of work. But then we did that the week after Wands, bro.
Yeah.
Like that. Bro, shout out.
And
I'm
niggas
very,
still came out.
Yeah.
They have come out, and I'm just very proud of us for executing that.
Man, and also, man, just a salute to Mad, because the performance of Wands, then to next week to, you know,
Back-to-back performances,
it's crazy.
With
Man
her
on tour.
I mean,
Pretty much, yeah.
hold on. Let's be clear. Like, I performed at the Grizzlies game.
Yeah.
No,
I performed
yeah.
on the news.
Yeah.
Then I did
Hell
my
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
And then I did Midnight Marauder.
Yeah.
Right? All in the span of 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2.5 weeks.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you on type beat, you know?
That's it.
Yeah.
Now he's about to drop a performance right now. You heard it here first. Let's go. More beats.
Yeah. More. More.
That's it, dog. My alias, man. You know what I'm saying? It's time. Let's get it.
Hey, man. Any final thoughts on Midnight Marauder, man?
Man, I just say this, man. I walked in. I had like I feel like it worked too. Bro, I walked in with my taco burger just to make people jealous.
Bro.
I was
And you
like,
did.
kicked it off.
Thank you. Thank
I was
you.
just like, yo, smell this. It smells delightful. You know
Wow.
what I mean?
Basking in the ambience.
Nah, you definitely kicked it off, because that taco burger, I was like, bro, what is...
What? Where?
I can do... Never mind.
Smells
No,
like
but shout out to the people sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off like that. But shout
you the
out to
host. You can
no, shout out to the people that gave their responses. Shout out to the people that gave their responses and their feedback, and let us know, how we can improve on the next one and the next one, because niggas wouldn't have been thinking about no food the next time, you know what I'm saying? Like, we was just thinking about beats, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all. Keep giving that feedback. Keep giving that input. We definitely receive it. We're definitely listening. We appreciate you all. Shout out to y'all.
That's fact.
Facts.
Bro, I love the open ox section. So for those of you that don't know, open ox, right?
They don't know.
The open ox section is a part of the show where you or anybody can come up and play their own tracks, can come up and perform, or just play off the phone or the iPad. You got 4 minutes to rock out, do whatever you want except rap. On the mic, you know what I mean? But just come up and play your beats, your instrumental music, and man, it is like legit my favorite part of the night. Just because I be so surprised. It's like the one part that's like I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, and it's just so exciting. It's been dope both times.
Yeah.
Shout out to C Major who closed it off too.
Period.
Bro, what?
Come on.
With the live finger drumming,
Period.
like very dope, bro. I was excited.
Hey, no, salute. Shout out to you on the mix, the playlist joint.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Mixing was crazy.
No, for real. I had all the ladies in the house
you was
dancing, for real.
in. I think we low key need to like record them joints and put them out.
I always forget to record those sets, but
Yeah, we need to make that a thing.
because it's
You
just
was-
We
in
won't
the
let them
moment.
forget any more people. We got
He
you.
was going in. That's just fine. But
All
yeah.
right. Recap from a nigga who performed. It was fun. It was fun. It was cool because I was in the wand state of mind, but I got to like hop into some other shit. You know what I'm saying? And
Some
just
more
kind of
beats
go,
vibes.
yeah, and just kind of take it to a different level. So that was super fun. But yeah, it was a great night. I'm loving the progression. I wanna echo what Unique said. Like, I mean, everything that just gets started, one of the most important things is feedback. It's hearing from people who value it and care about it, how it could be more more better for the experience of the client, the people who show up and pay money to be there. And so for those who said, man, we was hungry, you definitely gave us some ideas. But even shout out to the people who questioned us. I recognize that at some point our messaging may not have been clear, that this was an event for everyone, right?
Yeah.
Not just for producers and beat makers and electronic artists.
That's right.
It's an event for everyone. It's a platform for those people, but it's an event for anyone to come and enjoy and witness and listen. And we got some feedback on that too. We kind of tweaked our messaging a bit, so that way, we were sure that people understood. So big shout out to everyone who showed up, who came through and supported. Extra shout out to those who came through, purchased something, outside of a ticket. And then extra shout out to those who gave us feedback because you care.
Facts.
That's right.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Man.
Midas, what up? Alexis, what up?
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
So,
Midas, come through right quick. I know you're around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Hop on the podcast.
let's
Period.
get it.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you should be a part of this conversation. That's about to come up. Pull up.
Oh, yeah, you really should.
Facts.
Harry.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, Midas, come through, fam.
Harry.
You really should be a part of this
should,
upcoming
yeah.
conversation.
No, for real. I need some backup.
Yeah, you're gonna need some backup for sure. Yeah, I don't understand. She about to express some controversy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave it at that.
Salute to the feedback that was given. No salute to Native Instruments for listening to the feedback of machine lovers and users. So this update, man,
Maschine 3.0.
Damn.
I am not a fan.
Talk about it.
I am not a fan. We waited.
Keep it real.
We waited a long time for this update. Y'all seen me on Type Beat,
This nigga was dedicated.
fighting.
Bro, you gotta paint
Yeah,
the
you've been
picture.
waiting since like the late '90s, right?
Damn.
Bro, you gotta paint the picture. You gotta really paint the picture.
Let's paint the picture, bro, because I don't think people might not understand.
So, you've been using Maschine for how long?
Since the late '90s.
Okay, since the late 90s.
Since the late
right?
90s, yeah,
Okay,
bro, rocking with you,
so let's just point. Why have you been using it since the late 90s? There's a lot of options out there. Why have you still been using Maschine?
It's been 30 years, bro.
Right, exactly. It's been 30 years you've been rocking this job.
It's like being
So why are you still using it? And then two, what has been missing all these 30 years?
Damn.
I love the workflow when it just comes to creating. Allow me to get my ideas out in Maschine.
Yeah.
I fell in love with that aspect of it. But, of course, over the years, I definitely wanted things, some changes. Mainly the audio tracks. That was the main thing. But I kind of fell back from it once Pro Tools had the virtual inputs and stuff like that, virtual channels. I found the way to route, Maschine to Pro Tools or whatever. So I found my workaround. So it wasn't really, I wasn't pressing for it that much. But, of course, then we start seeing updates from FL, Akkad, all that stuff. It's like, bro, all right, what we doing? And Maschine didn't respond. But
they
now
respond.
we finally have an update. And they haven't answered anything that I was looking for. And it seems most of the community, honestly, because I still see people talking about it, especially the audio track situations. The only people that I really see that are excited about it, but not really because they have an intractor, is like DJs and stuff like that. But they already have the stem separation. I feel like that's the only real thing that's that they gave us in this update, and that's cool. But I feel like for me, stem's been out for a minute now. In shit music world, it could be out for 2 days. It's like a year. The days move so fast.
I feel like it's just crazy that just the times we live in where end-all stem separation is just like a regular, normal, not special thing. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
I think
It's crazy.
again, for me, it's not as special. I think it is one of the better ones. Just because it has the it's partnered up with Isotope and is using the software of like RX and stuff like that. So I salute that, but it's the fact you have to pay for it. So that's one thing, and I don't feel, And I think more so because they've taken so long for the stem separation to come out.
Hold on, real quick. Shout out to Nubia. She says S&M audio is insane.
Who is these niggas?
Right? What is that company? Nigga?
I don't know how you came with that.
My bad. Go ahead.
No, but yeah, so being that stem separation has been out for a while now, I've already found my workflow and workarounds with it. So now Maschine having stem separation in the DAW, like, it's not as amazing to me, enough to me for me to pay for it.
Okay. I'm not saying you should pay for it, but you know what I'm saying? I guess what I'm wondering is that, like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
What's going on?
Like,
The pause that came.
It felt like somebody's daddy.
Like,
What the fuck is going on? I'm looking at your grades.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess what I'm wanting to know, like, is it just the audio tracks? Like, if they had come out with that and said you got to pay for it, like, I'm
hold on, real quick. I just got to make sure. We was joking. Maschine did not exist 30 years ago. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
Damn.
Man, to make sure we had to clear that up. Big shout out Dre Gatz. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It wasn't around. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To me, because obviously stems I think that it is a major update for any DAW or music making job to have that integrated with the creative process.
Standing up for native instruments.
I'm just saying that's a. I feel like that's if that was the only thing that came out in any DAW, that would be an upgrade worth paying for. But I understand, okay, missing the audio tracks, but I guess so. What I'm wondering is, like, what is, like, the definitive list of everything that has been missing that they failed to deliver on?
I think for me, the main thing is, like, the audio tracks. My whole issue, like, again, I love the workflow of Maschine and how it's set up. I got to a point when I was in sessions and, like, you know, working with artists or whatever, and they're like, oh, yeah, let me drop something this. And I'm like, all right, well, let me bounce this out and have to Pro Tools. And once I found my workaround of that, I no longer cared anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, whatever. Because honestly, I felt like these niggas ain't finna do nothing. Like, they're not going to, from my understanding, their goal isn't to be a all-in-one DAW.
Right.
They want to be just a beat machine type of program or whatever. And that's cool for what it is. But for me, the stuff that I needed, I found ways around it. So I no longer am, I guess, locked into like, oh, I need this from you.
Right.
Yeah.
But when the update does come out, and especially if you expect niggas to pay for it, I'm looking for this has to be something crazy. If the only thing you're offering me is a dark mode look, like and stem separation, bro,
Yeah.
I'm good on that because again,
Niggas got dark mode. That's
Dark.
that's why
I thought that should have been
it
a.
was exactly so like.
So I did pull up. I just wanted to hear from you, but I did pull up what actually came out.
Let's
on
see
this
if
update.
if it's kept what you said. That's what he said.
I pulled up, and just a spoiler alert. This is a pretty mid-ass update. I'm not gonna lie.
It
So
is, bro.
let's just go through.
Wait. So before you even say that, I just want to be as a Maschine user. I told y'all, I'm not
as a black man.
I'm not I'm not a fan of this update. Like
as
so,
a black man.
yeah.
Unlike you. My bad.
I'm just I'm go down this. I'm super disappointed in this.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got what is added. The ability to separate sampler audio into vocals, bass, drums, and other stems. Okay, so that's the stem separation. To me, that's a win to have in DAW. I know you found workarounds, but I'm gonna have to give it to them because that is pretty. I feel like that should be a standard in all DAWs, and it's not.
Literally.
So
It
should
I'm
be,
appreciative.
I feel like it should be now, but again, I feel like the fact that they waited so long and allowed niggas to find other ways to make this happen,
I feel that.
it lost the stem to it. Like,
That makes sense.
yeah, at first
feel
everyone was excited about it, but now I'm like, you give this update after stems has been out for a while now, and on several platforms you get it free or whatever. But like, you list that as an update, but then you tell me we got to pay for that.
That's just like streaming versus
we've already
movie theaters.
found.
Bro, didn't the Akai jump? It was like $10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's okay to pay for it. Though.
No, that's
$10, nigga.
it ain't $10 though.
Hey, Pat bro down. He sounded like a spy, a fan from Native Instruments, bro.
All right. Okay. So the ability to bounce in place. Pause. The ability to bounce in place. No Diddy. Rendering mid.
Yo, extreme, no Diddy.
Rendering MIDI sound.
So say that mid laugh as well. The bouncing place, no Diddy. What?
Hey, bro. Machine niggas is bouncing in place. That's the update.
Yo, you know what?
You know what I'm saying? Now you can bounce in place. You know what I mean? Rendering MIDI sound slots to audio to save CPU or for resampling. So this is a very wordy response. Am I hearing that you have the ability to freeze and flatten tracks now?
We already had that.
Okay, so what's the difference? Like, explain this. Like, what is this an update of? Like,
That's what I'm saying. The things that they have
nah, bro.
updated.
I feel you, but there's got to be a slight difference somewhere, bro. What? This got to make some sort of sense.
Well, I ain't got my shit with me. Obviously, I can pull up now and show you. Like we've already had the ability to bounce in place.
Yo, real quick, we got a new comment from Nubia. She said, "You niggas need cold showers." Damn.
Yo, shout out, yo. So, random shout out from our sponsors. Coffee Black has got an open house at the new anti-gentrification coffee club. I was there this morning, so I might be a little hyped up. You know what I'm saying? On caffeine.
That explains it.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Y'all been on one today.
Okay, this sounds like freeze and flatten tracks. It's gotta be some sort of different. That's crazy. An update to freeze tracks. That is the most basic shit I ever heard, bro.
Exactly.
That's crazy. All right, so then we got the ability to import/load MP3, MP4, FLAC, and OGG files.
Trash.
That's
trash.
Standard.
I say that exactly.
That is very standard.
Exactly. But what makes it even more trash, you can't export MP3s.
What?
Like why? I can import MP3s now, but now I can't export MP3s. It's still a wave. I still have to go to either
For real?
Apple or whatever the case and convert it to like.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense.
That is wild, bro. Regular ass.
That's what I'm saying.
File formats.
Well, I'm gonna let you finish.
It's been
reading.
around
Go,
since
go.
the late '90s. You know what I mean?
Literally.
Bro, I'm gonna let you keep reading. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Right.
All right. The ability to set custom tempos per scene,
Been there.
so you can change the simple.
Been there. It just.
The ability to us to adjust the BPM.
Bro, you see what I'm saying?
What?
You see what I'm saying?
We bragging about that on the update list?
Exactly,
Hey,
bro.
bro.
Like, come on.
You know what I mean?
That's
That I
terrible.
gotta pay for it.
Okay,
That's
okay.
terrible.
Yo, no, all right. So this is the one that got me, bro. And I'm gonna need you to really, you know what I'm saying, break this down for me. Because what the fuck was y'all doing before? The ability to split, join, erase, mute,
What?
draw,
You see what I'm saying? Here,
point, pencil, and use a computer MIDI
FL
keyboard
shit.
using MIDI editing tools. Okay.
What?
Like, this sounds like a piano roll. What were
that
y'all doing before?
We been had that. It just we didn't have all the other options, like you said, to cut, to mute it.
You couldn't mute a MIDI
It
note?
should have been there.
No.
Exactly.
Yes or no, bro?
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What?
Like this
Wow,
update
bro.
is trash, bro. It looks like they looked at every other DAW and was like, "Oh, that's cool.
So
we should add
So
that."
this is why I asked you what I asked you at the beginning, bro. Like, you said this helps you get your ideas out. How you getting your ideas out? You can't draw MIDI notes.
Nor export the MP3.
You can draw many notes.
You
can always
you
draw
can't
It's
do
a draw.
No, what that say? You can't.
It say slash draw.
No,
Mute slash draw.
no.
But here's what's happening. Here's what's happening. Machine just turned 30, and now on Machine's resume, he's saying he can walk. The nigga been walking.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
It was clicking notes in. You still can do that.
Come on, click.
It's the same shit. It's
We
the
not
same
starting
thing,
out
but
quick.
now you have a pencil, so where you can draw, cut, and mute.
Bro,
it
this
doesn't
is what
make sense, bro.
That's crazy, bro. You
Exactly.
couldn't mute a MIDI note. If you accidentally played an A, or you wanted to audition what it sounded like to take the bass note out of a chord out, you had to just delete that junk.
Delete it. Or
What?
this is my workaround. I just make a whole new pattern or a new scene, and yeah, I just bounce between the two, see which one I like. If I didn't want to go back and delete and go through that back and forth, I just
that's too much
create
work,
another
man.
pattern. Yeah, so that's why I'm gonna let you finish reading.
All right. Basic control of the,
Basic.
Bro.
of the MK3 integration for transport, play assist, and NKS plugin hosting. And control when used with Maschine 3 standalone application. So basically integration with their own MIDI controllers.
And it's already been there. They just added more features, which is fucking, bro.
What?
Yo, that's pissed me off because I'm like, bro, it's so frustrating, bro.
Frustration.
Because y'all know I've been riding with
So
Maschine.
that's the explicit type.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting. It's so frustrating just because I've been waiting so long for this update.
Hey, bro. All right. So these are all right. Yo, added
They
new
fixed
darker.
something. They fixed
Oh yeah.
something.
So they got fixed a large number of miscellaneous bugs.
Come on, bro.
Okay. So they got some known issues, and so two of these caught my eye. The first one was Maschine 3 not yet compatible with Maschine Plus.
Trash.
This is coming soon.
That doesn't make sense.
If it's
Yo.
by the same company,
Bro, Maschine 3,
The
Maschine
Plus is the latest
version.
one. How are you
it's
not?
an upgrade.
How are you not compatible with your latest device?
But you know what? No, because I can't even say
It's
that about
usually
FL.
backwards. Like
I can't even
the
say that.
earlier
Yeah,
gens.
I can't even say that about
You see what I'm
FL because you have a FL version 11. You can still pull that gen up in the most updated one.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I can understand them be like, the Maschine 1 isn't compatible, whatever. I get that. But the latest device isn't compatible with your new update, that doesn't make sense.
Nah, that's wild. I don't get
It
that,
does.
bro.
That was my
That doesn't make
legit.
sense
That
at
was my reason for like, all right, I'm gonna get the plus because I'm like the update about to come out. I'm gonna get the plus. I know it's gonna be something crazy. I haven't got the plus yet because it's like, why? You're not changing anything for me. Like, only reason I would go and get the plus is more so on some live shit, performance. But like, as far as my workflow and how I create, it's pointless. Especially if the update doesn't come with it.
That's wild.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man, it's disappointing.
Extremely.
But I wanted to bring this back just as a little throwback. When I first got, so this known issue is that plugin hosting issues introduced with Pro Tools 2024.10, and then it tells you what the workaround is. The workaround is to roll back Pro Tools to 2024.06.
What?
How does that sound?
And don't
bro?
override the default HIDPI settings.
Like, bro.
So basically,
too much.
it doesn't work with Pro Tools. And why this is interesting to me is because, like, maybe now 10 years later, when I bought a machine, right? Because
I remember, yeah.
I switched to Mac. This was before FL Studio was on Mac, so I got a Mac, and because I was using Pro Tools, like I needed to have Pro Tools on my junk, and I was like, well, I need a new beat making program. Damn. And I was like, well, let me try Maschine. Let me try Maschine, and yeah, that junk did not work.
yeah.
Maschine didn't work because of like if I had Pro Tools installed on the computer, Maschine or a guitar rig would not work. And it was like, well, I guess I'm not using this shit. And so it's just funny 10 years later.
And that's what
it's
I'm
the
saying,
same,
bro.
We got
Like,
the same issues. That's crazy.
If they would have dropped this update and it'd been something crazy, then I'd be like, okay, cool. But now I'm definitely more so like, all right, there's no need to spend money with y'all anymore.
That shit might stop
For me,
working.
there's no need to. Like, everything that I can do without the update. And the things that I want, I found workarounds, like ways to get around them. And even with the update, still doesn't include those things.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing?
Do you have a desire to
Stay
do?
Relax, bro. You have a desire.
Well, you started with desire.
It's mad other ways to say
It's
this.
the caffeine talking, y'all. It's the caffeine.
Do you have a desire? Nigga, what? Relax, my G.
Yo.
Bro.
Are you fiending to be able to use?
As far as the desire to fade it, damn, bro, you gotta.
About to cut my
Desire
mic, bro.
to fiending.
Let me mute this mic.
Damn.
Yeah.
Do you want to use standalone at all? Like, is that interesting to you?
Just on some performance type shit. It may be like now, like when we do sound day or something like that, just because it takes up less space. But as far as like the workflow and how I create, I don't think it's necessary. Just even still, if it was necessary, this update wouldn't come with it. if I got the update, I still,
What about
you know,
switching to a different?
no, that's always been a thought. But we'll see. I feel like it's a lot closer now. Now that this update dropped, I'm not gonna keep waiting for y'all to get this shit right or drop a new machine. Like, we've waited years, bro, for this update to drop. Just for y'all to drop an update that looks like y'all just looked at y'all neighbors, copied off of them, and just added. Added what's trendy right now, which is the stem separation. Yeah. I feel like that's trendy. That's what everyone wants. But like out versus looking at the actual Native Instruments machine community, I feel like they was like, whatever. And then to force everyone to pay a fee, a crazy fee for it. Like, again, they have their version of Splice now. I feel like sounds was never the issue with them. We got Contact, all that stuff. They drop like kits weekly. That's never been a problem.
Look, man. I've been waiting to respond to this. I feel what you're saying, kid. Like, yeah, stems added to any DAW is a win. You know what I'm saying? But I also feel like there is an order of operations. You know what I'm saying? Like it does feel like having a Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to having FSD. You know what I'm saying? But if they skipped over something that I should have had 10 years ago, it's going to feel like they're further ignoring what is a very clear necessity of this, which only, sets the scorn level to multiples higher. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like, okay, cool, you got stems, but you don't have audio tracks yet?
Crazy.
That's insane. Like, what DAW? I mean, in any DAW at this point does not have audio tracks.
Bro, you can.
That's insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, this SD card has audio tracks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's bro.
Come on. And at that point, it just feels like, oh, y'all are just fucking around. Like, y'all are not serious.
And again, like I said, that was one of my main things because in sessions, I had to if artists have an idea, let me record. Like, yeah, you can record it, but you gotta line up a certain way. I ain't got time to all that. Like, that's no. So I used to hate having to export the beat, then put in the Pro Tools, tempo, all that. Like, I used to hate that. But now that I found a way around, I'm like, all right, bro. Mm-hmm. Like,
would you have stopped doing that workaround if it came out with audio tracks? Would you have? Damn. Well.
Yeah. Well. If they had, it, like, I bet let's get it. I would have felt paying for this update would have been worth it for me. Damn. If they would have had the audio tracks and stuff like that. And more importantly, if it was compatible with the Plus, like, bro, because that again, I've been telling y'all that's what I was about to get. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get the Plus because before I peace out on Native Instruments or whatever machine, let me check out the Plus. But like to know that the update doesn't even apply to the Plus, that doesn't.
Yeah, it's coming soon, is what they say.
This man is a true. You really working for Native Instruments, bro. Hey, and I'm gonna be real too. I feel like audio tracks in any era is dope. You know what I'm saying? But like now, like I've never seen audio tracks more necessary, right? Mm-hmm. And it's because you have access to a splice or this or that, like you're much more likely to drag whole sounds into place. And it specifically drag them into place because they're already in time because they've already been prepared. This is not, we're not recording off of records, you know what I'm saying? Chopping them up and making them the right time, right? Like, you're getting loops now that say 125 BPM.
Yeah.
Like, you have to chop that up? Like, that's crazy. In 2024? That's insane.
You should just be able to warp that shit and
just be there. Exactly. And then
that's
the
crazy.
fact, I feel like it was the fact that you can now import MP3s, but you can't export MP3. Like,
you can import MP3s to chop. Can't even put.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yo, that's wild.
Come on, man. What are we doing? It just seemed like this was a lazy
close up shop, man. They need to quit.
It feels like a lazy ass update. It was like, all right, niggas want updates. Let's give them something. That's what it felt like to me. And I'm like, I'm not gonna pay for this, because what purpose is it serving? Like, again, having stems is cool.
Max Patar, where you at, bro?
Bro, I so need to hit him up. So I'm like, having stems is cool, but I'm like, I was already doing it. Again, if this would have came out when stems first came out, I was like on some like, oh yeah, stems is the thing now. Cool, but like too much time has went by for me to find a way for it to work for me. And I'm cool with the way that I do it now. Like I don't need to try to learn your version of this now because it's not enough. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense for me to ditch my entire workflow just to figure out something new that y'all have added that is kind of irrelevant right now. Yeah. Like stem separation been out for a minute now. Mm-hmm. We have free platforms that do it. Like it's so many.
Hold on, but think about that though, right? Stems hit MPC like inside of 24.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? Like months ago.
Yeah, I think
you know what I'm saying?
was like the first one to have it, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then look at how swift they put it in. Meanwhile, my MPC has had audio tracks. Thank you. Yep. I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? Like the Renaissance had audio tracks. You know what I'm saying?
17 maybe.
Yeah.
19, or 18.
Yeah.
And then I think another thing that you pointed out before, even if they had audio tracks, you can't put the 48 volts. Like you can't.
Damn.
You can't. Yeah. You can't use like.
There's no mic input. Yeah.
To plug into it or whatever. Like it.
Kid, he lived that life as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, if I could send 48 volts, that would be very much appreciated. But
it's not needed. I agree.
Yeah, I'm okay.
But I also MPCX created by a guy. Oh hell, the most powerful beat machine to ever exist. Continue on, peasants.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? But I am curious if the Machine Plus or any machine or whatever can, like, does it have, like, an expandable I.O.? Meaning, can you hook up another interface or something to it? Yeah. Like, if you needed it, could you make it happen?
I feel like it's a workaround. But again, that's all we've been doing. Exactly. That's all I've been doing. That's all I've been doing. That's all
I'm talking about functionality though. Like,
cause bro, it's just.
What I'm saying is I got ADAT in and out, meaning I can I can hook up a thing that sends 48 volts and record 8 tracks, 8 out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just asking, does the Machine Plus have something like that where you could hook up maybe like a Focusrite or something that you?
I feel like you can. I feel like.
What was that, man?
He said a Focusrite.
Yo, this man really. Where the mute button at for this nigga Mike, man?
Oh, Focusrite.
Again, man.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't got audio tracks with. I mean, that's really all you need. But you need a Titan to the sampler, bro. Like, what? I mean, we clearly established this is now like kind of lower level production type situation. So,
so it's fitting of the Focusrite.
Wow. Yeah, I can't even. I have no defense. I have no defense for it because I agree. I agree.
So now my final question on this, bro. Would you ever, for any reason, like, is there any type of producer or any reason where you would actually recommend somebody use Maschine to make beats? Like a young dude was like, yo, I want to make beats, man. And you're like, yo, what do you use? You'd be like, I use Maschine. Oh yeah, should I get that? What are you gonna say?
If you just making beats, yeah. Cause again, when the homie salute to Young Munyon, like we was cooking up the other day. K Munyon? No, it's
Kamunyon.
Anyway, we were cooking up the other day, and he was like, "Oh, what's this?" I was like, the Machine. He like, "No, I like how the workflow is saying." And I agree. I fucks with the workflow of just creating, but like, I'm at the space now, like, bro, I want to be able to make full songs, cause I work with a lot of artists now. Like, I need that. Yeah. I need that ability.
That's what I'm saying. If somebody asks you, like, what DAW should I get to start producing,
if it just
would you ever say?
If it's just you just making beats, yeah, I fucks with Machine completely.
Hey man, I would add a little bit of nuance to that. Like, I don't even think. And I swear I'm not just trying. I could joke about Machine forever. I'm not joking, but this is what I'm about to say is real. Like, if a young person came to me today, it was like, yo, I want to make beats, think about copping Machine, I got it for a good price. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell that man not to do that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the number one thing new young producers are doing are dragging in files, you know what I'm saying, loops, pre-made loops, hi-hat loops, you know what I'm saying? Like this idea that producers are still like, going to the edge of the earth, finding sounds, twisting them. That's a rap. Like,
especially
we're dragging in loops. You know what I'm saying? At this point, if you can't do that, Why would I?
No, you can do that.
If I were to tell somebody, if I were to tell somebody today, yo, you want to use Machine? This is what I would tell you. I'd be like, yo, if you want a new way to do what niggas was doing in '97, get a Machine.
In '97, damn.
That's it. No, because we chopping up stuff. We placing MIDI notes on an event coordinator.
But you can.
That's what we was doing with NPC, like -3. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can drop in loose. Being that everyone is using like Splice, so right now, Splice is synced with the Machine.
Okay.
Like it is synced. I'm not sure how every other dog is, but it is synced with Machine. So like if I pull up Splice and I'm working on something, the tempo, everything it locks in. They have a and I think it's just Splice. Splice has their own plug-in now that you can put it to Machine and it locks the time in or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, again, that's not my thing. Like I'm not just going to Splice and just pulling in samples and just dropping them in. That's not my workflow.
I know, but I'm telling you,
can do it.
A 20-year-old coming into making beats, that's what he's doing.
You can do that.
That's what he's doing.
You can do that.
You know what I'm saying? A 20-year-old is not out here like, yo, let me go look for vinyl, chop it up. Like, no.
You can. I give them that. You can do that. Like it's linked to Splice. You can drop samples in. And
drop samples into where again?
Into the Machine.
I'm saying it's like a MIDI track.
No, it's like if you have a sample, you just drop it in. It's their audio. It's not a recording audio track.
It in is wild.
Hold on. So wait a minute. It plays in time?
Yeah.
So there is audio tracks.
It's not for recording.
You can't record, but you can place audio tracks.
You can, again, if I was to record vocals in this joint, I have to set up a completely different way. I might have to nudge some shit over to get the time right. It's too much.
Right, okay.
It's not just on some like, oh, I want to drop in right here.
So you basically can just record samples.
Yeah.
But there is a audio track lane that you can manipulate audio over time.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can't. But again, for me, and this is what I'm saying, for me and how I'm working, it doesn't. Their audio tracks doesn't work for me because I can't just record an artist and be like, let's make a song. Let's get this idea out. But again, on making beats,
why would they have an audio track you can't record to?
Bro, like I said, it's set up weird. You can convert the audio into clips, and I gotta drag it in.
Weird did not become genius with these niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
It's
terrible,
man. I feel like too much being the way Native Instruments in the Machine like initially came out the gate swinging. For this to be the update that niggas been waiting on, nah, bro. You like, come on.
Hey, bro, but you get them deals on plugging the line.
Bro,
you know
fuck.
You get that contact integration.
You got that you know what I'm saying? That basic transport control with the S3.
But that's how you know it's bad. They saying basic themselves on the. It's like, come on.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't never had nobody advertise that.
Like, how you gonna hype up
check out this new car, basic tires.
Right?
Like,
how you gonna hype up your upgrade and you saying basic? That doesn't make sense.
That's
bro.
crazy.
We gotta acknowledge who just walked in. We got
Let's
Midas
get it.
in the building.
Midas in the building. Give it up. We clapping it up.
Hey.
She heard the call. She saw the female rap signal in the sky.
Right.
Yeah.
She didn't even say. Did you even respond?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, let me pull up. I was like, I know where all right. Let me pull
Well,
up.
I thought she just disappeared and then
It was
showed
like,
up.
bet.
Nah. So
But y'all listen though. Speaking of basic ass shit, though.
this the segue? All right.
Segways,
Let's
you
get
know
it.
what I mean?
Like, God
Yo,
damn.
listen, before we do, man, y'all slick been trying to battle on these.
Yeah,
segways.
I've been peeping.
No.
Like, all right.
I just feel like it's my, my question. So,
my time.
I'm wondering about the female artists in mainstream music right now. I'm not feeling the music at all. I not knocking the dochies.
Get them specifically to Mike.
All right. Not knocking the dochies and Rhapsodies like Snow London and all of them and whatnot. I even like every other song by Lotto, and this is no shade, and even the Meg Thee Stallions or whatnot. Like, it's respect to them on, their hustle, their grind, what I'm saying, what they did, Glorilla to get to where they are, what I'm saying? But Like, I just heard a song from Meg and Glow with the Go Meg, Go Meg. Like, that song is trash. And they promoting the shit out of it.
Out of it. It's
Like, for
everywhere.
real, it's so whack. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the only song that I do, like, bob my head to is the Brokey by Lotto. You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
only
That's the
song
only
I
one
like
I'm
on that
feeling.
album.
I'm like,
The
what is
album
this whack
not
ass shit
the
y'all putting in
greatest.
front of? And folks be like, oh, y'all gotta let the women be the women. No, some of us women are sick of that shit. Like, for real. Like, I don't hear Rhapsody every day on the radio. I don't hear no real shit every day on the radio. I don't even hear, like, Lyrical Jones, or I don't hear Chinogi or whatnot, however you pronounce her name.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, girl, if I fucked it up. I promise I ain't mean it. But I don't hear any of these lyricists, female lyricists, on the radio like that. It's a lot of them out there. Snow London is bumping. I don't hear her like that.
Yeah, but do lyricists, period, be on the radio?
That's what I was
No.
And
And-
they getting away from me.
So
You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's I feel like rap has always been male dominated. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking, it's just been a very male dominated thing. So I don't feel like a lot of lyricists, a lot of female rappers have just come out like that, because we feel like we got to be a certain kind of way, we got to look a certain kind of way, because that's what they push. But goddamn it, I've met some broke back looking bitches that's I'm telling you, that's killing on the lyricism. Like, for real, and I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? That's how we'll perceive them because of how they look or their circumstances, or not, whatever social media shows.
No, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
No,
I'm just
dead
keeping it
ass, like-
100. Like, for real, they got bars. You feel? Come on, Mike,
Bruh,
help
like,
me out.
you know how, like, the dudes got the rapper starter pack? They get their grill and all that stuff. Like, the girls' rapper starter pack is a new set of titties.
Hold on. We gotta
Come
hold on.
on,
We
talk
listen
about
this out.
it.
We listen this out. Midas is saying the girl
Talk
The
about
girl
it.
rapper starter pack.
rapper starter kit. Let's
Talk
go. What is
about it.
Okay, they get a new set of titties.
Damn.
They get ass. They get their
Damn.
teeth done, and then
Damn.
it's all the wigs from there. And all you
Literally.
gotta do
And
is
press
bop
on.
around and, like, most of the time, no, dead ass.
Bouncing place.
Remember
Like
when Ice
Titties
Spice.
bouncing and everything. I'm
Remember
telling
when
you.
Ice
Sing about
Spice
they
was on
values, bro.
Casanat and he told her to rap and she just turned it around and started
Start
twerking?
twerking. I did
Bro,
see that,
like,
that
it was
shit was crazy.
That's all.
Nah, like,
That was crazy.
and I'm gonna tell you,
I'm sick of it.
real shit. It hurt.
Sick of
It hurt, and then not only that, like, y'all know. Well, I mean, music is based off sampling, but like they are remaking all the songs. Like nothing is new.
I just said that.
Nothing is new. Lotto been remaking all the time. And listen, I love Cash Dog. Cash Dog last album ain't worth it. That sound
Ain't
like a
worth
mixtape.
shit.
Bruh, like I like one song on that joint, and it was the only original song that I remember hearing on that joint, and that was it.
Midas, I was just saying,
Hold on,
Meg
real-
Thee Stallion, she's been one of my favorite rappers since she
She
came
been
out.
slow for the last couple of
But
albums.
Hold on.
thank you.
Real
dog.
quick,
It's hurt.
we
It hurts.
got to acknowledge the comments. Got to acknowledge the comments.
Yeah.
Nubia says, I dead ass think they are using some of these women as chaos agents against us. It's minstrel.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Bruh, Meg Thee
Man.
Stallion
All the
was
fucking songs are
twerking
remixed.
at the
I
at
swear,
the
I was just
dang
talking about the,
Democratic convention and
Man,
shit. Like,
first Meg and Glow
Yo.
remade the Soldier Boy joint,
Yes.
Pretty Boy Swag
Yeah,
joint,
yeah.
and now they did the remake on Sierra's old joint. And I understand they're trying to use the most popular songs or whatnot.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? That they feel like the people want to hear again. Like, no, we don't want to hear that shit
and you know
again.
the other shit that pissed me off? Like the promo for Lotto's last album that just came out or whatever. She was like, "Shut the fuck up and get in the booth." Hell, you get in it.
Literally.
Bro, get in the booth.
Like,
stop.
oh my God.
We've been making bubblegum rap. Like, no, dead ass. We've been making bubblegum rap and it hurt my soul because it's like, I know that these girls can actually rap. They not trying for real.
It's
All
not
right.
trying, and it's influencing
This about to be
people.
crazy.
Ooh.
It
All right,
hurt.
so hold on. So I got a question. Tell me who's next. Let's go. All right, I got a question. And this comes from I was listening to you discuss this before we even started this podcast, and I had a thought. I thought to myself, man, is mainstream supposed to be anything other than what it is? Right? In other words, like every year we complain about the Grammys, right? Every year we say, the fuck, they got it wrong, right? And after the fourth or fifth year of you feeling like that, at some point you got to be like, why do I keep expecting these niggas to get it right?
This ain't for us.
Right. Exactly. And so when I think about mainstream rap or mainstream anything, if I'm being real, you know what I'm saying? When has it ever consistently had depth? Why are we
that's
expecting
true.
something
That's
from it
facts.
that
That
it
is
has
true.
never consistently displayed?
That's fair.
Right? So are we misjudging mainstream rap because we have unreal expectations of it?
But
Right?
yeah, but
get
at the
that.
same
Hold on,
time,
I'm gonna say this one last part. Especially now when we are not beholden to the mainstream. When I was growing up,
Yeah.
you were. You would listen to whatever was on the radio. We
Right.
didn't have channels. We didn't have Spotify.
Right.
We didn't have none of this stuff to go and get lost in Absol. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, you can listen to thousands of songs in a year and have never heard anything on the radio. You know, so
feel
our
that.
is our expectations of the radio and mainstream unreal?
That's just like,
no,
listen,
we
that-
still have variety though. Like up until now, like I can even say this on the male side of it. We still had more variety, like in abundance. You didn't have to only focus on this niche, right?
Yeah.
Because there was always some artists breaking that barrier to make sure they are heard, and it's completely different from what you used to. And we're not getting it no more.
I feel
But
like
that's
that
just-
stopped a while
And
ago.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. We're not
yeah,
getting it
it
no
did.
more. Like we're being force fed. Like, bro,
Yeah.
I've been saying that I don't make pussy rap. Like we love a good pussy rap song. I don't make it, but it's
Yeah.
like I feel like we constantly being force fed it,
Yeah.
and we're not getting anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Just thinking about how this kind of falls logically. If okay, so do y'all know what's happening with movies right now? Right, like there's a reason why like experimental, different movies aren't hitting theaters anymore the way they used
Literally.
to. Right now, it's all big Marvel movies, big like superhero movies or Disney movies. That's what's mostly in the movies now.
Yeah.
Right, and so we're dealing with a very similar dynamic in that space. But I think they're doing that because the platforms in which people have watched movies has changed.
Yeah.
Right? So let's look at ESPN. ESPN's viewership is down
Yes.
because there's a million niggas on YouTube now talking about sports.
Yeah.
Facts.
Literally.
Right?
Yeah, they
and,
are cutting
and
people.
so in order to maintain viewership, they're gonna talk about the most popular. They're always talking about LeBron James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're always talking about.
Yeah.
It's almost like they can't afford to diversify,
Wow.
right? Because that would put them immediately competing with the guys on YouTube.
Wow.
They have to talk about the most popular thing. Movie theaters to survive. Every movie theater that you had here 10 years ago, right? If they're still here, the reason why they're still here is just because people want to go to the movies to see the Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So you're saying consumers aren't tired yet?
Well, I'm saying that people or that entities push forward what they feel like the audience that'll show up wants to digest. So who's listening to the radio, right? Do you think the majority of people who would listen to the radio today are me and you?
No.
No.
Because I don't even
It's the
touch
young-
it.
it's
No.
the younger generation.
Right. And now the radio that has to compete with Sirius XM, Spotify, Pandora, TikTok, all of that.
S&M audio.
Right. The S&M Audio.
hate y'all
S&M
so
Audio
much,
is doing big things out here. They helping out lowly organizations like us as well as, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So, I mean, I feel it. I think I'm almost like exhausted at the idea that I'm expecting something different from the mainstream. Like I have not the last and I think it was a good point. I think that there was a time. There was a time when I would hear Baby Got Back, Vanilla Ice,
Yeah.
some dumb shit, and then Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it was
And then,
immediate.
Yeah.
absolutely, there was a time, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's
Very long time
That
ago.
time has expired. It's not even like off and on every 4 years. Like it's gone.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all feel like anything that is mainstream right now is like, do y'all feel like, yo, this is really creative? Do y'all like really fuck with anything in the mainstream?
I really don't.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
I genuinely don't.
Because it's really
It's just nice to
it's
pop my
really
head
not
to in the
creative. You can tell by just specifically speaking on female rap again, like you can tell that when they're in the studio making music, it ain't really no thought put into it. Like, it's just like, oh, I heard this sample before. I got a hook. Let's throw it on there. And then I'm going to just throw on some random bullcrap. Yeah, like, it's just stupid.
How I got this nigga and blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
but it's like, yo, if you get... And these folks are putting out albums now, right? And then I want people to pay attention to something.
Yeah.
All the female artists have all been dropping together back to back.
Yeah.
Like literally, almost
it's a
the
clique
same
of 'em.
month.
It's a
Yeah,
clique
like the
of 'em.
same month. Glow, Megan,
Flo Milli.
Lotto, Flo Milli. Yeah.
Crew, yeah.
Cardi, fucking
Cardi didn't drop an album. I'm still tired of you.
Damn.
I'm still tired of you. I ain't gonna get on your head right now, but I'm over you, Cardi. It's been 7 years. 7 years. I'm over it. But go ahead.
Who else? It's some more people.
Did y'all hear what I heard? Like a clip. So please
Go ahead.
fact check me.
No, go ahead.
Please. But I heard like a clip where she was like on like a not a Vine. What's that what's that voice social media we used to have?
Clubhouse.
Yeah,
Clubhouse.
it was like a Clubhouse type jump where she was talking about how like she ain't really even feeling like the messaging of the mainstream. Like I heard her say she was like
Cardi B be saying some real shit.
Yeah,
No,
she
Cardi
was like-
is one of the realest motherfuckers
And that's why
out.
I'm
she-
bad.
Like real
she was
talk.
like, bro, I feel like I'm like this shit is like demonic. You know what I'm saying? She this was what she was saying. She was like, I'm not even trying to be this type of person. I feel like this is what I have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even on that vibe. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, especially in the age of singles, like if it doesn't sound like something that people can eat up on TikTok to make a dance to, they're not making it. They're not even dropping. They're not allowing them to drop it.
But I just asked if y'all feel like anything is creative because, like, y'all just mentioned like Flo Milli and what's
Man, figure it out,
Most
bro.
Def's daughter's name? What's her name?
I don't know.
Most Def's daughter. Y'all
Nubia?
no.
Damn.
Y'all, bro, she got the that's just not my problem.
Oh.
That girl.
Damn.
I don't know her name.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Gap Year was the album that she dropped. But like even that like Never Gonna Lose Me. I didn't never listen to like For Me, but some of that stuff is just hard. That shit is hard to me. But like when I think about
beats is
that's what I'm saying. I like the music, and when I think about mainstream, particularly like when you think about the early 2000s era when Neptunes was producing everything, that shit was very pop too. But the music itself was just good, you know what I mean? But the lyrics, it's not like they was going into any real depth with those lyrics, you know what I'm saying, either. But I just recognized that was when we was kids, right? That's what we listening to. So now, like, that's like the epitome of creativity in our minds. Like, that's what we aiming for, because that's what we was listening to coming up. And so I just wondering, I wonder if there's also just like a age thing, like it's just not for us.
I don't even
Yeah.
think it's
Well,
an age thing for you.
No, it's not, and because I can still listen to some music from from the younger generation and still bob my head to it. Like it's a lot of it's a lot of hard ass music out there. Whatnot, especially being the producers that we are. Like we hear a hard track, especially like a hip hop track or something like that. Like we're gonna feel it, and especially if the artist rides the beat the way it's supposed to be rolled, like big pause. But I don't know if that's a pause or not. But
I mean, for them.
But yeah, like I fucks with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Nubia confirmed, by the way.
huh?
Most Def is actually my daddy. This
Oh,
is from Nubia.
So
Layla. That's the other girl.
oh, okay.
And Layla.
Nubia and Layla, okay.
You
So,
co-sign that? He has other daughters? Anyway, we'll come back to this later. Go ahead.
So damn, I forgot what the hell I was saying.
You were saying that you like some of the mainstream.
He was saying
Yeah.
some crazy shit.
Yeah, I'm just really just wondering like if like because somebody might like I think about somebody like Future, right? Just when Future came out, I just remember when same damn time is a dumbass track, but when that shit came out when we was in high school and when like that shit was just
energy.
hard, but we was kids.
But if we
And
listen to
so-
it
and so,
today,
like-
we still gonna find it bumping at some point because we used to listen to it.
But
you know
that's
what I'm
it.
saying? But I understand. But that's what I was saying. That's what I was getting ready to say. I understand what Mad was saying when he was like, is mainstream music meant to be like? is it meant to have depth to it? And I even think about like corny ass commercials and stuff like that. That's mainstream brands of like Dawn and stuff like that. There's other brands of cleaners and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, that give even more powerful results or whatnot than the mainstream stuff. So I do get like involving music, like especially like female rap, like I don't. What my breath stinks?
No.
No.
I was gonna say she weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm just making sure. But no.
Hey, you want me to say it on camera?
Hey.
Like,
Vulnerability,
I was waiting on you to ask
It's
me, bro.
all
This shit is crazy.
But no, like I do get that, you know. I do get that there's not really supposed to be any depth to it or whatnot, but it would be nice to hear that mixture again. I guess that's where my frustration comes from. I don't hear that mixture anymore, and it's like you either hear this or you hear that, and there's like only one station in Memphis that decides to play, you know, a mixture of music, and it's at a certain time of the day.
Yeah.
How come it can't be on a mainstream radio? But going back to what Neem said, depth is not meant to be for the main audience, and it's unfortunate.
Even not just that, I feel like we're in the era of playlists. We make our own radio.
That's it.
Yeah.
And that's what the radio is competing with.
There's no need
I feel
to,
it.
Exactly.
I feel that.
lean towards y'all. Like, this is what's making us money. This is how. This is what
I
the
feel
young
that.
listen
Y'all got
to.
Spotify. That's what they say.
That's what
Yeah,
Pandora
and all
But
that
another
shit, yeah.
another thing that I want to say, because you were talking about pussy rap or whatever, I feel like this is gonna be crazy, but
Come on.
I feel like women are partially to blame for that.
yes.
Oh.
Because
Yes,
It's been another episode of Type Beat. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
agree with you.
Think about it.
I definitely
Think about
feel
it.
that.
When there was a period, and I'm going to say this woman specifically because I feel like she was in charge of it. Amber Rose, when she was on her whole feminist movement, I can show my ass. I can do. Y'all embodied that shit.
I'm making sure I'm not in the
It
video
started
of
with
this.
Buffy the
So-
Body.
I'm over here.
So, but wait. So to something that Maestro said about like Future, right? I really want to say this, and it's gonna make so much sense. Future was the blueprint of just saying the craziest shit you can on a song and making it go. And girls literally take that and run with it. A good example of that is Sexy Red. Like, you say the craziest, most like
It's Nubia's favorite rapper.
crazy thing you
My
can
booty
say.
hole brown.
And also because we're in an age where music isn't even just about like feel good music. People listen to music to laugh now. Think about all the Detroit rappers.
Yes.
Think about all the Detroit rappers. They are taking that blueprint and they are
Yes.
running with it. Like
Yes.
it's no thin line.
Yes.
Hey.
And it's like, and I'm mad about that because I feel like music is so goofy and unserious now. It's like, dang, a time and place, yo.
First of all,
very
big shout out to me, right, for inviting Midas on here to preach to y'all. You know what I'm saying? To tell y'all the truth of what it is, because that is the truest shit
Period.
ever.
That's
Ever.
Bro,
That is so true.
It's annoying.
It is, but I think
It's
it's
mad
annoying to us artists who feel like I feel like it's annoying to us because we value music differently. Because I remember I was having a conversation with my homie Tangela about she sent me some Instagram.
Big shout out,
It was a
Tangela.
guy like
Facts, listen to Dirty.
Period.
yeah, facts. It was a guy making fun of like he was making music basically mimicking like the comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was just one of them type. And he was making money off of this.
Yeah.
Like doing the whole comedy type music thing. And it pissed me off because I realized because I just value music differently. Like so when I would listen to that, I got irritated. And this was just me. I got irritated listening to it because I'm like, bro, this man he making it.
Oh, hold on, real quick. I gotta interrupt you.
Okay.
Man, Angel Perkins, aka Boss Lady, has entered the chat. You know what I'm saying? She said we rap about things that are valuable, right? I'm sorry. I'm such a fan of her. I had to make sure that her words was in the discussion. Big shout out, Boss Lady.
I feel you. I don't know. I think you're basically questioning, like, you know, is music a reflection of our actual societal values?
I was gonna say that because
Or-
everybody's so unserious right now.
and in a way, I think it is, bro. Like, you know, even our regular conversation, we will be having a serious conversation, and still be like, no Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Just off, just off,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
there's always a comedic, like, unserious thread in pretty much every conversation we have now these days. And I feel like the music reflects that. But I'm not necessarily, I mean, I remember when, like, Weird Al and all that first came out, bro. I fucks with comedy and music or finding ways because I feel like I think it's more so just like I appreciate when artists do that because nobody in real life is serious all the time. Nobody in real life is, horny all the time.
Yeah.
Nobody in real life is a joke.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And
No,
so
for real.
I appreciate when artists
I was gonna say I can't tell. Like, all right, keep going.
I think that's
you
the
good.
difference. What everyone's saying,
What I mean, what I'm saying is, so I appreciate when you can bring that out, like in just a single artist, or just for it to exist in the spectrum, because there are rappers who's always talking about the hard life all the time, and so you need somebody that just be like, yo, these comments is funny. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know.
I feel that, but again, I think we're all going back to what we all said was like, there's just no diversity. There's everything is just this, and I think that's the real overall issue. And again, that's why I say we have playlists now. I don't listen to the radio. I barely watch any music
I don't even listen to the playlist because they.
No, that's what
like
I
the
create my own
combinations.
playlist. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We have the
Well, yeah,
ability
making
to
your own
create our
playlists
own
is
playlist now.
Yeah.
So I feel like just this idea of looking at the radio, it doesn't make sense.
The only part that I just have pushback, because I agree with you. I don't think anything you're saying is wrong. Only part where I feel like it's a worthwhile conversation is that, like, there is a clear, like, there's observable difference in the amount of opportunity and access and reach that the artists on the radio have, and the artists on the radio have a direct, like, impact and influence on the culture in general, like on our kids and all of that. And so, whether or not it's the reality or not, I think it is important just to discuss, should it be important, that it's important that there should be some diversity there, and that there maybe should be a push for it, because, like, I don't know, what's on the radio and what's the most what is mainstream definitely drives the culture. You know what I'm saying? Definitely drives what's being implanted in our kids' minds. I'm on my kid Umar, Dr. Kid Mar, yeah, my Dr. Kid Mar vibes, you know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Dr. Kid Mar vibes right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can create our own, playlists, right? But, like, do all 7-year-olds got they on Spotify?
most of them,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
That's
You
what
know what
I'm
I'm saying?
saying.
I don't know. I feel like they
Oh
all.
my
I feel like they all
gosh, the
listening
picture!
to.
I'm done.
Dr. Kid Mar, let's go.
That's
You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro.
All right, Farrakhan.
Farrakhan, you feel me?
You know what I mean? Farrakhan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but I think the idea that we could just make our own, that's a very, like, after you grown and you have more autonomy of your life, you know what I'm saying? But we curate the younger generation's experiences for sure. You know what I mean? And, like, I think it's important to pay attention to that.
No, I agree, but that's why I guess even with that, what I'm saying is, kids they're born with the tablet. They're born with the phone. Like, bro, they know how to work the phone better than you.
Yes.
They know how to go on Spotify, YouTube,
Yes,
all that.
exactly. And what are they going to listen to? The things that's on the main page. So even on YouTube and shit like that, on Spotify, the things that's going to get recommended is the things that's on the radio.
So
like, and so what I'm saying is, even in those platforms, the mainstream is going to be pushed no matter where you go. Nothing is like a blank slate. And so the curation of those front pages, I think, is important.
I feel like this is one of those things where, like, and I don't have kids, but I'm going to say where, like, parents used to be like, it's up to the school to teach the kids. It's like, no, nigga, it starts at home.
It starts at home.
It starts at home. Like, you can dictate what your kids listening to, all of those things. But if you choose not to, and you choose to be lazy and allow the the algorithm to raise your child, then this is what you're going to expect.
You can even raise your child to dictate who they're really going to pay attention to as well.
Yeah,
Like,
but if you're not going the extra mile to make sure this is a thing, then yes, you're going to end up listening to whatever is being played or whatever's out there.
I think that's what I'm saying is the majority. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're correct. Like in the reality, I guess what I'm saying is like we know the majority of people are just going to listen to what pops on the radio, right? And so it's a worthwhile conversation to make sure that the front page is a well curated junk. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go and find neutral news outlets, but we know that they're not. That's a high level of responsibility as an individual to go find unbiased news outlets. But we should have an expectation that the news outlets be not super biased. That is that is not the reality, but it is a worthwhile conversation because it is a problem of our society.
So I think this conversation is like a moral one versus like an actual one, right? So I think Kid is talking about morality, right? He's talking about what is right, what it should be, what is best for society, what is best for our kids, right? Yeah. Okay, but in actuality, these are all private businesses with their own agendas on how they make money, and they owe nothing to morality, right? We live in a capitalist nation, right? These are not. This is not socialism or government things where based on what the test scores are in the school, they're going to change what's on the radio. Right. No, there's somebody owns that as a business. Yeah. And they have the right to make the same decisions for their business as I do for my business. Yeah. They have the same right to base it on morality or no morality. That's the makeup of the United States. I do think it would be advantageous for them to care in this kind of way. But literally, the structure of this country would suggest otherwise as reality.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's what I say. That's not what actually is. But why it's a worthwhile conversation is because, I just feel like you gotta shoot on all fronts, right? If we don't have this conversation, then nobody listening is probably just going to question, why is this the only thing on the radio, right? If we have more of those conversations, there might be, more of an audience, a draw, right? A demand for these things. And if people are business, if all they care about is the bottom line, right? If there is no hidden agenda to push certain things on us, then that demand will increase the supply, right? Meanwhile, while that's happening, while we're having these conversations, while people are wanting more, all right, let's also listen to this conversation and be like, hey, pay attention to what you're listening to. Don't be so passive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, okay, and I'll try to say this as neutrally as possible, okay, like, so I have a son, he's 7, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if I were to guess, right, where parents have significantly more control and an actual realistic idea to protect their children from some of these influences, it's not to change the radio station or to change the hearts and minds of the people who run the radio stations, right? It is the number one DJ for a kid is his parents.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to take ownership that, the world's vices will change over time.
Yeah.
Right? Like, new monsters will appear at any moment. Right? And so for me, it's not like, I don't like what you're doing, let me change what you're doing. For me, it's like, hey, son, this is what they're doing over there. Let me explain to you why this is wrong.
Right.
Why this is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, because as soon as that disappears, there's going to be 30 more.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
Can't
right.
avoid it.
So let me ask y'all this question, and I know it's going to be kind of like skewed because all of us are in music, and this is like also a question for everybody watching right now. How do y'all access new music now? Like, how do you go out and find new music that you probably wouldn't have come across like in normal circumstance? Like for me, over the last couple of years, I've been taking my music from movies and TV shows. Like, literally, like, I pay attention. Like, I know some people don't really be caring about that most of the times, like, and especially since it's small snippets. I literally watch the credits and I be like, oh, okay, I really like this song. Let me wait for the credits to roll so I can see who made this song. And then I go, and that's how I like, because obviously we're in a world of algorithms now. You can do whatever you want to do, but if the algorithm is gonna push you this, it's only gonna push you this, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, we have to be proactive, like you said, about like choosing to do the opposite. But I was just wondering how you guys like get new music now.
I actually like going to Pandora, to be honest. I'll type
Niggas ain't
in
heard that in a minute.
I'll type
I like
in an
that.
artist like one of my favorite producers, Robert Glasper or Tall Black Guy or one of them. I'll type them in, and I'll get a variety of artists that are in those lanes, and that's how I've found like Mac Ayers. That's how I found Snow Allegra, all of
Same.
them, Alex Isley. Like, shout out to those artists. They are amazing artists, and I would have never heard them had I not ventured out like on
And again,
Pandora.
I think something that you stated, and I want to like just add to that when you talk about the algorithm. I feel like yes, the algorithm it plays a heavy part in that, but you still in some capacity control what your algorithm like consists of, because a lot of stuff that I see music wise on TikTok or IG or even on YouTube, I start with an artist on YouTube and it rolls from there of similar like artists.
Right, but I'm saying you still not, your algorithm is still not giving you variety.
Right.
It's still only fine tuning
Right.
what you specifically search
Right.
and giving you a bunch of that. It's not.
Right.
It's not giving you variety.
But
And
that's
what I
cool
was
with me because that's what I like.
asking. Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. But I mean, but
Understood.
Shazam is always on deck. Like
Yeah.
wherever I go, if I hear something I like, I'm
Man, I
what's this?
Shazam in a minute. For
Man.
real.
You know, I looked at my liked
Shout out to
playlist on Spotify. Like, I would say, like, in the last, like, 10 things I've added to that, probably, like, 4 or 5 of them are, like, things that I was just scrolling on Instagram and somebody's music in the background was playing. I was like, damn.
What's
Especially now because they have that, like, add to Spotify
Yeah,
thing on Instagram.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shout
I
out
write
to
on
that.
Instagram and be like, yo, add that.
Same
That's
on
crazy.
TikTok.
You know what I'm
Shout out to
saying?
that.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Apple Music.
And that's how I found a lot of stuff. In particular, like, a lot of the musicians that aren't, like, you know, right down the middle of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of, like, where I'm at right now, which is, like, scoring music kind of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to go in and find that stuff on Spotify is super dope. Yeah.
TikTok too.
I say find music. On TikTok.
I
Yeah.
don't even touch it.
Yeah, this is Nubia just said.
I've been avidly avoiding TikTok
bro,
for a
TikTok.
long.
It's about to be out. It's about to be out.
Period.
Nubia just said,
Period,
I know it's
Nubia.
controversial, but I definitely get introduced to a lot of
No,
new
I
music
love
from
it.
TikTok.
Definitely.
I love finding
Definitely.
independent artists there and following their career.
That's
Definitely.
the only thing I do like about it. Like, if you can create enough like fanfare around your own stuff, because like, man, you did that with your all the pretty girls like the crochet. Like,
Yeah.
bro, listen, and I could not stop.
Hey, what was that?
I could not stop seeing
Do
it.
that one more time.
Yeah, I could not stop seeing it, and like literally, like all the girls going ham on TikTok doing their crocheting or whatever to your song. So it's like I get that it works. It's just it's hard to taking me being an artist out of the equation. Like it's really hard to get new music for real sometimes.
Yeah.
Man, one of the best new music discovery junts I've ever experienced is Bandcamp Radio.
Hey,
Bro.
I used to stay on
Bandcamp Radio be playing the most eclectic song to song junts. Bro, it is the best like music curation experience like ever.
Shout out to Bandcamp.
This is kind of a tangent, but it goes off of Bandcamp. Do y'all think there will ever be an artist like big enough to just be like, all right, Bandcamp is the only way you're gonna get my music?
there. Didn't Russ try that?
I don't know, did he?
I mean,
I feel like Russ.
I know
tried that
knowledge
for a
does, but
while.
I'm just saying like, imagine if a Drake or Kendrick be like, you know what, fuck all this shit, we just
Damn,
Bandcamp.
that'd be insane.
That's what I'm saying.
That would
Like,
be-
I feel like
I think
that.
it could happen.
Yeah.
I think Kanye even tried to do it for a while. It's just he be having so many ideas, he never just like went full in on it. I think it's definitely a possibility for you to do.
I
that.
think the number one thing, I think people would have been did that. I think the number one thing that keeps people from doing stuff like that is like just the logistics of it.
Yeah.
Where are you playing MP3s? Like,
Yeah.
True.
like what immediate system or service is organized on our devices?
Everything.
Yeah.
Right? That's like, okay, I can, like if GNX dropped and he said, yo, I'm just dropping MP3s, get it off my website, download it now, right? First of all, over half of our phones are iPhones. We couldn't even unzip the zip file, you know what I'm saying, or the RAR, you know what I'm saying?
Facts. Yeah.
Secondly, right, like, what native thing or what thing that is clearly all of us use that would make that process simple and easy?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, 'cause I feel like if that ever happened, I think mad artists would do that.
I think it's only because people. I think it's only because people have this this conflict around scarcity for real, and it's worked for multiple artists before. Like, bro, when we first started getting, just speaking on, you know, the Holy Trinity, like Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, no, I'm being for real. They literally, like, you could not get Lemonade on anything other than Tidal for years.
Yeah.
If you didn't buy the album, you could not, like, literally a physical copy. You could not listen to that album on anything else other than Tidal.
Yeah.
Right? Like, Jay-Z dropped his last album and made it to where everybody that bought a Samsung phone, because it was a new Samsung phone, everybody automatically got it.
Got the album.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I
so,
remember
like,
that. I remember that.
but, like, so
remember
like, if you on a startup, it's harder to do because it's like people are harder to catch on if they know they gotta only go to this one thing for this music, and it's just for you, right? So I think we have this. We don't know how to manipulate scarcity in the way that it works for us.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's I think what is very clear here is that, you know, the idea of playing MP3s is like being systematically killed off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's where streaming is the answer to bootlegging.
Yep.
Right?
Literally.
Like that's what it is. Man, just charge them, you know, $10 a month and make access built into their devices. Yep. They will stop stealing music.
Yeah.
Right? And I think if there was a mechanism or software that ever actually challenged that and said, hey, you know, we're going to make playing MP3s, organizing your songs easy again, directly from your phone, I think everything changes.
Yeah.
But I don't think these phones would allow that to happen.
Green line wire back.
Yeah.
Hey.
Imagine having LimeWire on your phone.
Man, yo, I be downloading so much stuff. Yo, swear to God.
That would be insane.
Yeah.
You gonna do it?
Can y'all do it? I would do
it.
Especially if I know, like, I don't know. It's,
you know,
especially if I can have it, cause you don't even actually have music on your phone no more. Like, if I can have it, I'm gonna do it.
We were speaking on that the other day, not to cut you off, kid. Someone was saying, like, I forgot what album it was. I think J. Cole just dropped the Friday Night Lights. He just put it back on there. And people was like, bro, if you didn't have this album or like this mixtape or whatever previous, like, it was nowhere. If you didn't have the physical copy of certain albums, you couldn't listen to them again until they was like, all right, we're finna drop it.
You know what's hilarious about that? Is that up until like 15 years ago, that's how everyone did everything. If you didn't have the album, you couldn't listen to it. Like,
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just the way life was.
It's crazy. It's crazy that this is where we're at now. You know?
Man, when Travis Scott announced he was dropping Days Before Rodeo on streaming services and not only on SoundCloud, I don't know. I feel like if the shit hard enough, folks will go and listen to it.
But I don't know. I think, but
will you compete though? I think that's the thing. They're trying to compete. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get streams, numbers. You know, they're trying to, you know, get the numbers that we say matter. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, music companies, right? Like, actual, like, labels are literally folding because of their own thing. Like, think about how many labels are merging together because they not making as much money no more off music. Yeah. But nobody is trying to take streaming away. You're literally, like, you're destroying yourself.
Well, I don't think...
Cut off
like
your nose to spite your face.
This is their last hold on the industry because so many artists now have access. You don't necessarily need a label to do music, so to speak, now. And then, again, if you figure out some way to go viral, that's your career. You don't need the label for that anymore. So this is their thing that they have to hold on to get money. Like, and that's why they control the shows and everything now. They own the venues, whatever. Like, they have to find ways to get money because they understand, like you said, after the whole bootlegging situation and now, like, everything is so easy. there's really no need to chase or play that game anymore. You know, of getting signed and everything. Like I feel like people still want that, but it's not as much of a need as it used to be. I don't feel like that's the final goal as it used to be anymore when it comes to creating.
It's still people out there looking to get signed. It's people looking to get signed to anything just to say that they made it. They'll sign a fucking brick wall if they say.
Oh God, you know they were signing them AI people.
Yeah, for real. Like
that's a whole nother.
That shit is wild.
That's a whole different. Yeah.
Damn. Wow. I mean, yeah. Real quick, a few quick announcements. First and foremost, if you were interested in interning with us, it's too late, fam. You failed. You know what I'm saying?
Undo.
That deadline was last Sunday. You know what I'm saying? You missed out. You know what I'm saying? Especially this one, because I've never more explicitly said I want to teach someone the secrets of how to mix. I've never said that previously ever, as openly as I did this time. And so you missed out on the opportunity to learn how to do what we do. But for those who did, man, shout out to y'all. They are, and I'm saying this very specifically. They are reviewing your applications, not I make mad beats. I don't have nothing to do with that. I'm over here making mad beats, doing what I do.
More beats.
Making more beats. More than mad beats. More than mad beats. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to remind y'all one more time, stay out my DMs with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. All right, you know what I'm saying? What was the other announcement we had to talk about? That's
Holiday
right.
Season.
Holiday sales. Yeah. So, real quick, I think it's 30% off bookings up until December 4th. Yeah. So if you book between now and December 4th, you get 30% off your bookings. That is a sizable discount to be able to record with professional engineers who have done amazing things, have amazing resumes, and also running signal through tens of thousands of dollars worth of equipment that your Apollo will not replace. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And definitely not your Focusrite. Please take advantage of this opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to just have a better sound in your life. You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Also, you know what I'm saying?
Real hip hop.
We got real hip hop all day. Also, we got 25% off the Mad Black?
Yes.
25% off the Mad Black coffee. Go ahead and get it. It's got notes of dark chocolate, passion fruit, and strawberry. It's amazing. It's also how I can fly on a daily basis. And so if you want to fly, you want to be able to do magical things, you know, I'm gonna be Michael Jordan right quick. I'm gonna say some stuff that makes absolutely no sense.
Hit it.
Yo, man, you trying to get brand deals with, you know what I'm saying, with big organizations, get sync placements, work with large sports organizations, and get a studio, get Mad Black Coffee. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's how I did it. That was my secret this whole time. Y'all been telling me for years I've been gatekeeping a secret of how I do all this shit. I'm telling you right now it's the coffee. And right now it's 25% off. We got 20% off for unapologetic teas as well.
Come on.
Go ahead and get you. Look, these are also great Christmas gifts. You know what I'm saying?
Great stocking stuffer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get you some coffee. Get you an unapologetic tea. You want to be unapologetic.
Facts.
Right?
We know you do.
So go ahead and cop that tea. It's cheaper now than it's ever been. It's a good price. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, if you really, just on the serious note, man, the coffee is crazy. It's a partnership with Coffee Black, who is a sponsor of this studio. Amazing people. And if I were you, like I'm being dead ass serious. Instead of buying the coffee, what I would do is subscribe to the subscription service, because it's going to save you time. It's also going to save you money, and you get all the benefits of the coffee and the sync placements and the exploding career. Like, get the subscription jut. So go ahead, cop that first bag with the 25% off, and then roll on to the subscription service and have it delivered to your home every month.
Roll on, my G's.
Roll on.
That was great advice. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot if I'm co-signing him. Like, it's a particular truth that has been told. You know what I'm saying?
Real hip hop. You know what I mean?
Real hip hop.
Real hip hop all day, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, real quick,
Also, Starbucks is falling off. I agree.
Starbucks is falling off. They are falling off. I agree. I think everyone agrees that's statistically true. And it's quantifiably true.
After that pink drink, it was done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pink drink.
Remember that was glittery?
Pepto Bismol.
Yeah, no different.
Not Pepto.
Anyway,
Pepto in your cup.
this has been another episode of Type Beat, live from outer space. It is me, your man, I Make Mad Beats. And today my cast has been
LJ1S, what up?
Unique.
She's so funny.
Kid Maestro.
Turn the mic.
Midas.
Yes, indeed. Co-produced by Nikita in the building as well.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Nikita holding us down.
Sure, why she here, but
She doing something, period.
Why is she?
You heard it. Yeah.
doing something.
Who know what?
She
the
is
fuck?
important.
The fuck? With that being said, thank y'all for tuning in. Stay safe, stay dangerous, do both or do neither. Peace.
Peace.
I do both or do neither.
Bitch, are you jealous?
Oh shit. Here we go again.